Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of Distilled, Brewed, and Reviewed. I'm excited. This is a series. This has taken a year to put together, and it's going to take a year to complete because this series, as you probably know, is called 50 State Coffee Journey, U.S.A. I am reviewing one coffee from all 50 states in the country. I'm going to post one a week, therefore 52 weeks in a year, 50 states. Basically, it's going to take a year, and I've been planning this for a year, acquiring the coffees and reviewing them and everything else. Meticulously picked these places based on a lot of the reviews and different things. I did the research on them. Today, we are doing Iowa, and I talk about the state too. And I want you to, if you've ever been to Iowa or any of these states that I'm doing, and you ought to find yours, or you used to live there, or anything you can add positive about the state that I don't cover, because I've not lived in all of them, obviously, and I did some research, but there's things that people know that live there. So we're going to do M's Coffee today from Iowa. Okay, that's M's Coffee. Got a little brochure they sent me. I'd like to read it to you. M's Coffee, 324 First Street, East Independence, Iowa. So, it's more than a great cup of coffee. And here's the address right here where I can read it better. All right. A little bit about the place. So they offer swag. They offer T-shirts and things like that. Cool little picture of it right there. Sit out front real nice. Got a beautiful indoors. M's story. Emma Hillman is an innovative young entrepreneur from Independence, Iowa. She is the owner and operator of M's Coffee Company since December 2009. Emily is a valued business owner in her community. M's Coffee Company is located on a Main Street storefront in Independence, Iowa. M's Coffee Company shares a building with two other small businesses. So that's interesting. M's proudly serves local honey from Harm's Honey and Republic of Tea products. M's Coffee is organic, fair trade, and certified. It's got some of the products there, the brochure. If you get a chance, go on the website for M's Coffee in Iowa and read the story about M. It's very inspirational. It really is. It's cool. All right, so I've got two coffees from them. Still one state, two coffees. I got a light roast. How cool is that? It's Indie Jazz. Well, that's the dark roast. The light roast is House Blend Light Roast. There it is. And then Indie Jazz. And by the way, and that's the dark roast. All right, cool silver bag. Now, this background, because I review everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee. All right. But I have a little spot over here that I'm going to make a bare wall. And you know what I'm filled with? Not with those liquor bottles. Not with the wine bottles over here. When I do different things, I do different locations because it's cool. I'm going to take all the bags from these 50 states and I'm going to put them on the wall, make a collage, and that's going to be the background for the coffee reviews. That is cool. And they sent me some nice silver shiny ones, so that's going to be cool. You know what's cool about these bags? They're see-through so that you can see the coffee. And look at the difference between the light roast and the dark roast. Real big difference. So I'm excited about this. Let's smell it. Let's do the light roast first. Smell it right out of the bag. And I brew all these coffees the same way, by the way. I'm brewing all these coffees the same way. Same strength, same system. French roast, 2 tablespoons per 6 ounces of water. Okay, now the difference between light and dark. There's medium and there's different levels of dark and everything else. Coffee can be fruity, it can be grassy, it could be vegetative, it could be floral, and in the light roast, a lot of times, you get that. In the darker roasts, you start hiding some of those lighter, delicate flavors, but you start bringing out some others. Sometimes you bring out some sugars as you cook it. You bring out that burnt toast, maybe a cigar, maybe a smoky taste, and it changes the profile. So you find your profile that you like. Some people play it safe. They go middle of the road, right, with a medium roast. And like I said, there's different dark roast levels. You should really play with them all. And if you're drinking a light roast, really think about it. Concentrate. Try and pick out those flavors. Now, if you put sugar and cream and all that, that's fine. I do that a lot myself. But you're going to hide a lot of those delicate flavors. So always try it, especially if you're getting a specialty coffee. And if you're going to try this, I suggest going to a shop where it's fresh and freshly ground, or buying it there, because you don't know how long it's been on the shelf at the store sometimes, and a lot of those little delicacies will disappear over time. So if you really want to get into it, so let's do the light roast, and I get a little bit of a floral. Cupping is a good way to. Yeah, getting a little floral, a little fruitiness, just like you're supposed to. And I'm gonna smell it, like I say, out of the bag. I don't really get it out of the bag. Houseplant. Oh yeah, it's so different from the dark. I admit it's so different. Still coffee, right? Still what you would blindfolded, you're guessing it's coffee. If you drink enough of it, you'll guess it's a light roast. Just because of the more vegetative, fruity, and floral notes that come out of it. So cupping, and the way that people judge coffee professionally is like this. I'm going to do it. Might annoy some people. That's the actual way you do it. And you never judge it on the first sip. Always the second or third. Acclimate yourself. Cleanse the palate of whatever was in there before. The first one or two sips, and then on the second or third one, you can start picking out the flavors. Now, psychological, I don't know. This is a weird term, but because it may describe something. The light roast is light. Okay, the flavors are light. You really have to tease them out. I mean, you get coffee right away for not thinking about it, but teasing them out is fun. Again, the smell that you get with the taste, you get the floral smell. You get the not so vegetative on this. A lot of times you get hay or grass, but this one doesn't. Floral and fruity, that's how I would describe it. Now, let's do the dark, and we'll smell the dark. So go online, you can order these coffees. Oh yeah. Oh. Really, really fragrant, floral, fruity, bold. A lot of times you get chocolate, tobacco, leaves, that sort of thing. Pleasing, of course. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, get some good tobacco. Like tobacco smells. I like tobacco taste. Like pipe tobacco smells. It smells wonderful. Doesn't taste so good to me, but the smell's fantastic. But the smell, the taste is like the smell. A little quality cigar. Very good. Almost every, well, everyone I've had so far of these freshly roasted, and if they're ground coffees, you don't need any cream or anything like that because the flavors are so good. They're so different from when you buy them in the store. I put cream because it's kind of my tradition. So here it is in the light roast. See, cream always enhances things a lot of time, the fat well. Now you gotta be careful with the light roast because it's delicate. But in this case, this is so fresh and so full of life that it'll punch through cream because it's freshly ground, it's freshly roasted. Let's try it in the dark roast. Mm-hmm. Just adds that vanilla, a little bit of sweetness, bitter mouthfeel. Now, if a coffee's too acidic or too bitter, the cream also calms that down. These were not. The light roast is probably a little more acidic than the dark. You know, the light roast has more caffeine than the dark. Not bitter. This is a very good cup of coffee. Very easy to drink. So I suggest M's Coffee from Iowa. I forgot some things about Iowa. So the capital is Des Moines. The state flower is the wild prairie rose. The state bird is the eastern goldfinch. It's known as the Hawkeye State. What's their motto? Our liberties we prize, and our rights we will maintain. And their state tree is the oak, the mighty oak. You know, if you go there, visit Buddy Holly's crash site, where Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper unfortunately lost their lives in a plane crash in 1959. They have swinging bridges, more than three, but three in particular are Lover's Leap, Iowa Falls, and Charles City. That's cool when those bridges swing and you walk on. That's fun, man, over a gorge. Squirrel Cage Jail Museum. It's got rotating cells. They built it so that the cells rotate so one person can see everybody without having to have people walk. It's pretty cool. That is real cool, actually. Actually, I'd like to go out there and see that. Dunnigan Springs, 200-foot waterfall. Avenue of Flags, 449 flags going down that represent the veterans of that state, I guess, that gave their lives. Oh, a cable car. Fenelon Place elevator. It's called a cable car that goes up 189 feet. That's cool. There's one like that in Chattanooga. Really cool. And they have the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame. You got to go to Iowa and check all this stuff out. If you know anything else that's going on in Iowa, let me know. I know it's a beautiful state, scenery, and so on and so forth. So comment below. Don't forget, I'm doing all 50 of these. I don't care if it takes a year. It's well worth it. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this. Tell your friends about this. It's exciting. I'm going to see you on the next one. I planned this for a year,